Look, I really wanted to bring up Slay's interception and 70-yard return for a touchdown. That play was monumental. It was monumental. And one of the major reasons why the Philadelphia Eagles was able to pull off this ugly win.
The funniest is this one.
You are now tuned in.
He's the funniest in the world.
To the hottest podcast with your host, Big Hotta.
Yeah. It's Hotta. And welcome back to the Diamond Crew Sports Podcast, man. Look, we just watched the Eagles' first game. They just beat the New England Patriots. Very ugly game, almost from the start to the finish. The play calling, it wasn't there. It was very sloppy at times. Well, hold on. Look, before we get into all this, man, make sure y'all do me a favor. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all subscribe and hit that notification bell. Make sure y'all do all that, you know what I mean, so you keep Hotta in rotation. But just happy to be reporting a win. You know, it's hard to go on the road and get a win game one, especially when you're dealing with Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick definitely has a good defense over there. And he also has a decent offense as well. Definitely tested my Philadelphia Eagles today. But at the same time, man, a win is a win. No matter how ugly it is, a win is a win. We got a short week. We about to go see. We about to play the Minnesota Vikings, to who lost this week. You know, so they're gonna be definitely looking forward to getting the dub on this short week. But it's a lot of stuff, man. We got to clean up. A lot of stuff we got to clean up. You know what I mean? Jalen had a really costly fumble. Late in the game when we could have sealed it that drive. Luckily, the defense was able to push. I forget what receiver it was, but we was able to push him out of bounds without him getting 2 feet in bounds, or we would have probably been talking about something different right now. So the defense did enough, man. Shout out to Josh Jobe. That's who did it. Shout out to Josh Jobe. But the defense was really the key to winning this game, along with Jake Elliott, man. We cannot forget about Jake Elliott. Jake Elliott had an outstanding game. You know, if it wasn't for him, we'd probably be talking about a loss right now as well. You know, so look, man, it's a lot of things we got to clean up, and we got a short week to do it. We really need to probably discuss how, you know, we didn't see Dallas Goedert all game. I don't think he even had a catch or a target. Like, it's imperative that we scheme Dallas Goedert into this offense. He has to have, you know, nearly 100 yards. We have to have him do well. He has to see the football. So that's something that we got to clean up. I don't understand why we didn't see more Dallas Goedert. That really was a trip for me. But the running backs, they did well early. They did okay early. You know, I would like to see a lot more Swift. Like, I like Swift outside catching the ball, but we didn't see a lot of that from him. We didn't even see him with a lot of handoffs. We seen most of the handoffs with Kenny G, which I'm cool with. I think he toted the rock pretty decent today. You know, he got right back to where he was coming out of the playoffs. You know, but at the same time, man, we got a dynamic back in Swift. You know, Penny was a healthy scratch that was inactive for the game. So we got to make sure that these guys get handoffs as well, along with receiving out the backfield. Kenny G did okay today. He did okay. Jalen, man, I need to see a little bit more of. I would like to see him knock the rust off this week and get back to slinging the football next week. There was a lot of holding on to the football. It was a lot of careless plays with the football. You know, if we were playing a different team, that we probably wouldn't have been able to pull his dub out. But we did. And we gotta talk about that as well. N'Kobe Dean went out. I think around in the third quarter, fourth quarter, something like that. And then we had Christian Ellis come in. I like what I seen from N'Kobe Dean. I like what I seen from a lot. We was getting penetration from the defensive line, but we just could not get sacks. We didn't get our first sack into the fourth quarter. And shout out to Jalen Carter. He came in and got himself a sack, first game. It was an ugly win. It was an ugly win, but it was a win, man. I'm happy to talk about that, like I said. But, man, it was tough. This one was tough, man. And most of that probably played a big part of us not seeing Jalen in the preseason, getting that rust knocked off. We didn't get to see a lot of these receivers. We didn't get to see them. A lot of the offensive line. There was a lot of penalties. The penalties was it was drive kills. A lot. It was a lot of it, and it was a lot of that stuff could have been null and void. We didn't have to have all those penalties, but we did, man. It was like, shout out to Jake Elliott, man. We got to give all the love to Jake Elliott. Jake Elliott was just kicking his tail off today. He one of the main reasons why we got this dub. Winning by 5, that tells you something. That tells you something. Jalen looked good early on with the, tight throw, into the front corner of the end zone to Devontae Smith. So, we got to see some things. We got to see some flashes, and we know that this team is going to be good. But I want to give this another week, especially with us having a short week to try to see how this shake out. But we have to call better plays. This has been a lot of noise already, which I don't want to, take that route. But it's a lot of noise saying that they miss Shane right now because the offensive play calling, was hella suspect. It was hella suspect, man. And that's not the things that we want to see. Man, but we got so much to talk about and so much to unpack. Man, I want to get back and watch this film again, and see exactly where the breakdowns was that we wasn't able to see at game speed. The Eagles definitely shut down the run. We shut down a run for most of the game, where I thought that we were going to have some issues at. The running backs were kind of null and void. Zeke and Ramondre Stevens. We kind of shut that down really quick, and that's a testament to how good this defensive line is. But at the same time, those linebackers need to play better. We've seen a lot of Justin Evans in the game, man, which was a surprise to me. That was a surprise to me, and I'm like, man, he started and played most of the snaps. That was real surprising to me as well. But like I said, man, on the special team side, we could talk about how Sidney Brown definitely is going to be a really good player. Josh Jobe is going to be a really good player on this special teams. They definitely, kind of killed the noise a little bit because everybody say we got one of the worst special teams in the league. So definitely shout out to them for not allowing the huge plays. The defense definitely did enough. Not saying it was perfect. They did enough. The offense definitely was sputtering, and we definitely need some work. And hopefully, when we go against that Minnesota defense this upcoming week, we definitely come with a different attitude. But look, man, it's a dub. It's a win. We 1-0, and the goal is to do what? The goal is to go 1-0 every week. Goal complete for the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to y'all. Look, man, we're going to be rocking and rolling all weekend. So look, man, fuck with your boy. It's hotter. Make sure if you're still watching this, make sure you like this. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell and do all those things to keep hotter in rotation. That's the goal here. You know what I mean? But guess what? Out.